So, when you don't, you're ending this, when you actually go though. Right. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It didn't quite come together for me over that to be there, but I want to be there with you. And Faith and I've already talked about doing a concert together. So my favorite place. It is my favorite church actually. There's nothing like it. I mean, you open up this window, the wind comes in. They're gonna go nuts when you come back, aren't they? Good for you. And all that you probably had to go through to do it. I can only imagine. Yeah, that part.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Oh, we want to welcome you. I'm Reverend Tim Lytle, outgoing senior minister of Unity in Marin, and soon to be in Hawaii at Unity Church of Hawaii. And we want to welcome you for this very special occasion as we are here to celebrate the installation of Reverend DeeAnn Morency as the senior minister here.
Yes.
And I know that there are people here from all over, Unity Church or Unity of San Francisco. Would you raise your hand? Okay. Whole bunch. Unity Palo Alto. All right, there you are. Good. Any other Unity centers represented here tonight? Any others? Unity Sacramento. Thank you. Awesome. Right. Any others? Well, I was going to say that. Unity in Marin. Any others? And it is such a joy to have Karen Drucker here. We love you, Karen, and we bless you, and we are so grateful. And so Karen is going to lead us into this opening. Just allow the music to open your heart. Feel the presence here. And we welcome you here. All of us are welcome.
right now, close your eyes, put your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath and declare it for yourself and say, I am the hands, I am the voice, I am the voice of Spirit, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. Open your eyes and say it to everybody else. I am the heart, I am, let them know that you are. I am the voice of Spirit on earth, who I am and all I do, and all I do is a blessing to. All right, let's do one more. Go back to you and put your hands out to someone that's in front of you and say you. Just say, you are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice, you are the voice of Spirit on, and who you are, and all you do, and all you is a blessing to the. Just that last line, you're a blessing to. Now declare it for yourself and say, I'm a blessing to the world. And so it is.
Wow. Well, that was a prayer, and it's leading us into prayer. So I just invite you to take a deep breath wherever you are. Relax your gaze or close your eyes. And know and feel that presence, that one power, living as each and every one of us. That presence and power filling this room. That presence and power filling and propelling Unity of Marin forth. That presence and that power anointing and leading and empowering Reverend DeeAnn. Oh, feel that. Do you feel that? It's resonating throughout the room, this presence. And into this presence, we speak our yes. We say, yes, Spirit. We align with the presence of Spirit. We open our hearts, knowing we are in a safe and celebratory space. We open our hearts to be all that we are meant to be. And we bless Reverend DeeAnn and all that happens here, knowing it is all propelled forth by the power of Spirit. And for this we give thanks. And we say together, and so it is. Amen. It is such a joy, wow, to have this installation service. An installation service is such a sacred moment. And we need ritual. We need ritual to celebrate the passages in our life, the transitions in our life. And in this case, the transition that is happening with Unity San Francisco, with Unity in Marin, with this whole area, as I am leaving, as Reverend DeeAnn is stepping in, and I know without any doubt that you are the perfect choice to be here as senior minister. I know that deep in my heart. And we're here to affirm that. We're here to know that together. So in the songs we sing, the words we speak, and yes, the silence that we share, all of these are outward symbols of that which is inward. And we celebrate together a sacred partnership sustained and created through that mutual yes that we are saying into the presence of Spirit. There's many good reasons to celebrate this installation, honoring those who in the past have carried the torch and are now picking up the torch, publicly declaring our principles and publicly declaring our commitment to each other and to Unity in Marin, because we know in this kingdom of presence, in this kingdom of oneness, there is no competition. When Unity in Marin succeeds, so does Unity San Francisco, so does Unity of Palo Alto, so does Unity Sacramento, so do all people. And so we celebrate the vision and the consciousness of so many who have invested their time, their talent, their treasure into the building of what we call Unity in Marin, this divine idea. Today, we install the next generation of leadership, who in partnership with all of you will help usher in a new phase of growth, a new phase of transformation here at Unity in Marin. And so, Reverend DeeAnn, would you come forward at this time? I've loved working with Reverend DeeAnn for the last year. I've so loved working with you. It's like we just read each other, we can look at each other, and we know what's up. It's been such an honor.
Right back at you, Tim. Right back at you.
To serve here with you. And some people, I had a couple of people ask me after we had had about 15 months of shelter in place, asked me, have you had a good vacation? I used self-control. I did not slap them silly. It actually really doubled the workload, but some people think, what does a minister do? I mean, so here's some of the things that you're saying yes to counsel and provide pastoral care to this community, to inspire and empower truth seekers to become truth finders, together with the ministry leadership, to create an atmosphere in which people can come to know and experience and express their own divine nature, to get in touch with that for themselves, to delegate programs and activities to staff and volunteer personnel, to retain responsibility for the financial well-being of this ministry, of this center. Did you know we do all this kind of stuff? Along with the elected members of the Board of Trustees, to provide a sound prayer consciousness on which to base all activities of the ministry. And you and I know that that's key. That consciousness is key to all of this. Lead and coordinate the Sunday morning service. That's maybe, 10% of the job, maybe. Empower and support spiritual development of the congregation. Commit to continued personal spiritual evolution, because if we don't keep growing, how are we going to give to you? And maintain self-care above all else in order to fulfill your call. Right? So, and this is not an exhaustive list. And, sometimes after you get through the whole list, it's like, yeah, self-care, that is really essential. So I invite you to take a breath right here. And as we hear what Reverend DeeAnn is committing herself to at Unity in Marin, let us each take this moment to touch what we are personally invited to more deeply commit to ourselves, to Unity in Marin, to love, to joy, to this community, and to a world that works for everyone. I'd like to read from the Daily Word. And as you hear this, let this resonate in your own being as to what it is you're committing to, what it is you are called to. Commitments link me, both mind and heart, to community, aspirations, and goals. When I give myself wholeheartedly to a relationship, my work, or my community, energy, ideas, and passion flow. In this, my first commitment is to be centered in my divine nature. Anchored as the I am, I bring a greater measure of love, understanding, and imagination to any other commitment. Willing to be my best in any new or long-standing relationship, I make a commitment to be God-centered. Aligning body, mind, and heart, I choose love and compassion in every interaction with others. My every action and response is one of understanding and imagination. Our willingness to commit to where we are supported, to what we value, enlivens not only our lives and the lives of our community, it enlivens the world. At this time, we're just going to have a moment of silence as we center into what it is we are committing to, and as we celebrate what Reverend DeeAnn is committing to. Into this presence of the I Am, Reverend DeeAnn comes to Unity in Marin with more than a decade of experience in spiritual leadership. She's been an essential aspect of ministry committed here for the last year. And you have blessed us with your passion, your compassion, your consciousness, your insight, your humor. She recognizes and celebrates, as do we all, the power of community and connection, that we are all the face of God.
I think I have some singers who are going to join me on this. But I'll teach it to all of you and you can sing. I'll sing it first. It goes like this. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. That's the whole thing right there. Sing with me now. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of... So I see some of you do the sign language. It goes like this. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. Goes, I hold you in. Scoop that person's essence into your heart. You are a part of me. You are a part. Your part, my part coming together into my heart. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Let's go to the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of love. Say that again. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Now, if you feel comfortable, sing it to someone. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face. Okay, now this time, just sign it. Don't sing it. Go like this. Hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You feel comfortable, do that to someone. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Now make it into a prayer, really soft. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Sing it one more time. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Just that last line, just say, you are the face of God. Last time, you are the face of God. Thank you, my Druckettes.
Beautiful. Thank you. And thank you, Debbie, for signing for us. Thank you. Well, tonight we have some individuals who've worked very closely with Reverend DeeAnn, and they've been invited to bless you and be a part of this service with you, and to share with us about all that you bring here. So first we are going to have Reverend Ken Daigle. Ken, if you would come up.
Doesn't this just feel natural?
Right?
So what mic?
Grab any mic you want. Connect will see and know.
Fabulous, thank you. So, for those of you who don't know, DeeAnn and I met at an EBUM conference meeting, East Bay Unity Ministers. And she was leading Unity of Berkeley at the time, and I was leading Unity of Fremont at the time. So we were E-bummers. We were E-bummers. And so we're sitting around the meeting, and we can't stop smiling at each other and looking at each other. The meeting's over, and we leave the meeting, and we stand in the parking lot for the next half hour talking, right? And this is what DeeAnn said to me. She goes, "I take my ordination very seriously. I remember that statement to this day because I wanted to go, do I?" Right? And so what I love about DeeAnn is that she's always challenging. Right, Chris? Just nod. Just nod. Right? And so, and then when she came and worked with me at Unity San Francisco, and we kept creating more and more things for her to do and more space for her. And her commitment immediately was to get her Unity credentials, right? And so immediately she started work on that. And immediately, as soon as she was done with her LUT stuff, we put her into the field licensing program, and she did it. And one of my other favorite things about DeeAnn is we get to commiserate together. In non-Unity words, that's bitch.
Shh, don't tell them that. He is my brother from another mother.
Right, so. And so she will, when she needs to, she can still call me and commiserate, right? And I will call her and commiserate. Because as Tim alluded to, this isn't an easy job. And no one takes it ever thinking it's an easy job. But you never know how easy it's not going to be. And I've been asked to give a blessing, but I also want to say something about that. The blessing comes from DeeAnn. That moment I met her, and she stated her commitment to her ordination and to her presence and to her ministry, that's the blessing that you all get. And I get the honor of adding a blessing to this. And when the inside and the outside align, in that coherence is pure bliss. And so that's what we have in this moment. Bliss of understanding that your insides now match the outsides in this magnificent community. And your commitment and your dedication to ministry is showing through you. Every pore of your being, every cell of your body is a blessing to the world, to us, to me, and to the movement of new thought, so that we can lift this planet to where it should be, where it can be, and where we both see it, and all of us here see it. That is the blessing, that is the gift, and you are the vessel. Amen.
Yeah. I love you too. I should have worn more waterproof mascara.
You didn't?
I didn't.
And so next we will call upon Anisha Rains to come up. Anisha, if you would like to share and bring a blessing for Reverend DeeAnn.
So I wrote a few words just to kind of center. So I really wanted to share that one of the most wonderful qualities about you, Reverend DeeAnn, is just how deeply and openly you feel and love. And whether that's here on platform or whether that's leading a class or whether that's sitting on a bench watching the ocean, you share that with everyone so freely and openly, and it is such a deep and impactful connection. And I think I've shared this story many times, so some folks might have already heard it, but some may have not, which is when I first walked into Unity SF, and I'm one of those types of people who like to slide in the back and kind of not be seen, just kind of get the message and then just kind of slide on out before people really start, interacting and socializing. But Reverend DeeAnn would have none of that. And immediately came up to me after service and welcomed me with open arms. And in that moment, I really felt seen. And that was one of the biggest reasons that I have found a home at Unity SF. And I just cannot tell you how much of a huge impact that has had on my life. So I really also wanted to, I brought up Rumi, who you also introduced me to, as the start of a blessing. So it goes, do you know what the music is saying? Come follow me and you will find the way. So I really feel like this is the next part of the dance. Together with you and with Unity in Marin, I think this is part of a glorious dance of the next phase of your life. And I just see this as the most glorious and perfect fit. So I know and hold, as the prayer chaplain in me, that this is true, and I just see such love and beauty and light and laughter flowing forth from you and from the community, creating a wonderful dance together. And I know that it is done. Thank you so much. I love you.
Too. Oh boy.
And at this time, Misa Malone is going to share a blessing with us for Reverend DeeAnn.
Oh, you think you've started crying. You haven't done anything yet. So I came to Unity San Francisco. Ken Daigle brought me to Unity San Francisco. And I had no idea the gift that I would find in one Rev DeeAnn. Her, as Anisha said, her authenticity. That genuine, I'm going through pain and I'm gonna stand here and cry and you're all gonna feel this pain with me. We're gonna move through it. I appreciated that. Her love of music, so I'm blessed to have worked with two senior ministers as a music director. It's a blessing to work with two senior ministers who embody music. So working with DeeAnn, she has challenged me to look at everything as a spiritual opportunity. I have rewritten Beyonce and Dua Lipa. I have been blessed by you. There was a horrible day, October 31st, 2019. A horrible day. Ken was out of town, and I was by myself at the hospital, holding the high watch on my husband. She came. She prayed with me. She prayed for me. She prayed for him. She prayed with him. She held him in consciousness. I think she activated the prayer chaplains. I felt enveloped in love. Ken was where Ken was, holding us in love. And I felt it. That is what a blessing Unity in Marin is receiving. Love, walking and talking with a funky beat.
I'm totally stealing that. I walk and talk with a funky beat. You guys.
Yes. She has a new mantra. Look at that. So my blessing. You are a blessing. Your zeal. Those of you who've been to the prayer retreat, she pulls zeal like every year. Your zeal manifests in a way that in anyone else doesn't quite hit the mark. But you are zeal. You are power. You are passion and joy and peace and love. And God, are you faith? If you know her story, you know she's faith. You have been a blessing in my life. I am changed because of the blessing you have been in my life. That is a blessing I'll never be able to repay.
Many times over, you have, Misa.
So, as Ken so beautifully stated, what is inside is not outside. And DeeAnn, I can see your halo. I can see your halo. Blessed be.
You love a music director that will take any Beyonce song I throw at her and say, okay, let's make it work. Figure it out.
So, I get to do a blessing with you. When I see you, I see the divine looking back upon me. When I hear your voice, when I hear your laughter, I hear the joy and the bliss of spirit. When I witness you teaching and interacting with people who are struggling in their lives and looking for transformation, I see the fire, the zeal of spirit, consuming those old programmed ideas and revealing the Christ, the divine, as them. When I see you working with administration, I see someone who is filled with the energy and imagination of spirit and the power of order. When you are working one-on-one with people, I see compassion, love, embracing it all, embracing where they are. The times that I've hurt, and you have been there, I felt only unconditional love. You are that presence of God. You are that I am presence coming in to this manifested ministry and helping each one of us to realize who we are. Damn, you're good.
He's really good, right?
And people here know that I've been grieving about leaving here. Yes, I'm excited to be going where I am called to be, but I'm grieving leaving people here, and I'm really grieving leaving working with you.
Me too.
I have some oil from Jerusalem, and I wish to bless your hands, these hands which touch other people's lives, these hands which work in ministry and work in oneness and work in compassion. These hands are the hands of God. I anoint your vision, knowing that you have a great vision for who you are called to be and how this spiritual community can step into its vision. I bless you with all that you are, knowing that you are the presence of God. And my life is tremendously enriched by that. And I know this community's will be as well. I love you deeply, unconditionally, and I bless you, beholding the divine as you.
Oh, and we're not even quite done yet, you guys.
And I didn't wear mascara, but
You look good.
but it feels
good.
like it's
You're good.
running, you know? Oh, so we are going to ask one of the representatives of the Board of Trustees, Lynn Forsey, our treasurer, one of our leaders who is so committed to our work,
A nurse, she's bringing me tissue.
Dr. Lynn Forsey. And the Board of Trustees oversees the affairs of this community, the strategy, the strategic planning, the finances, and they give of their individual and collective consciousness to guide the consciousness of this entire community. And so will the board members who are here tonight, if you could just, if there are other board members here, maybe you could just stand up here on the platform as Lynn is going to lead this portion. Are there any other board members here?
And Pamela and
James?
Claire, other former board members?
Barbara? Former board members? Yes, thank you. Claire is a former board member. Tom, if you could just come up here and join in this. I'm still on the board.
You are.
Yeah,
You can make a little
for a couple more days.
circle. You can just stand in the middle of the circle here.
Okay, I'll do that.
Sorry, I need my prop, if that's okay. Take a look around, everybody. Look at all the people here. Look how enlivened we all are. Marianne Williamson said, "The key to abundance is meeting limited circumstances with unlimited thoughts and abundance." A little more than 2 years ago, 26 months ago, the Board of Trustees held a strategic planning meeting right here in this room. Only the circumstances were a little bit different.
Yes.
First of all, there were only like 8 of us or so, and we were spread around the whole sanctuary. We each had our own table. I cleaned everything in sight before we walked in. We had masks. There was a glimmer of hope for vaccines, but there weren't any, right? And it was the very first time that we had been able to come together as a group post-COVID. 2 years ago. We had just survived the COVID onslaught. Tim took the brunt of most of it for us, right? Because he was on camera. He went from a room full of people to Connect. You're the man. The very first service, Tim and Connect out on the sidewalk with what, a cell phone or a little handheld, I don't know what. Anyway, we were in an emergency, right? And we were sitting in the room for the first time past this emergency. We were whole. We weren't feeling so complete, but we were, and we gathered to look ahead and adjusting to the new normal. Remember that?
Yes.
That day, with Reverend Tim, the board outlined a strategy to thrive, not simply to survive the new normal. And we boldly declared a goal to become a central hub for unities on the West Coast. Look at y'all here today. Pretty cool, huh? We wanted a place for unity leaders to come from all over to congregate, to teach, to learn, to publish, to produce. Anchored by our Hamilton Montessori School, serving the community through rentals and growing through affiliations with multiple unity leaders, the idea, a bold thought, of a senior leader surrounded by a strong group of associates and other thought leaders and people, not a single senior minister. Mm-hmm. Right? Remember that?
Yes.
Did you guys know that during COVID, the kids took over the whole campus? HMS, they were our anchor, Hamilton Montessori School. Our little kids, when everything else was closed, we were able to keep the preschool open because there were parents that still needed to work and needed to be able, the nurses, the physicians, everybody that was keeping things going for the rest of us. They had their kids here, and the kids took over the whole place. It was awesome. At the core of everything that we were looking to do was and is growth in education. A central value of Unity of Marin is growth, and the board at the time chose to focus on the topics of equity and racism and abundance and prosperity as our core education programs for 2020. A strategy for growing through COVID and coming together, in addition to what Reverend Tim and Reverend Medora were already offering through membership and Bible study classes and, of course, our weekly programs. Tim, your leadership caused us to be here today.
Thank you.
your openness to our ideas, mostly, our cajoling, our helpful, maybe not so helpful suggestions, all of it. You accepted it with grace, your commitment, your skills, and your ability to turn us into a remote online church. Today's possible because you worked to get us here.
Wow. Thank you.
So, fast forward a little bit. In August of 2020, Cindy Acker and Reverend Tim, they launched Racism and Equity Education, and that series launched. And then we turned our focus on the next series that we wanted to launch, and we turned to Unity San Francisco. And Ken, I don't know why you didn't want to work with us, but that's okay, because we were really fortunate, and we're so grateful for the development of your course. You sent us a course. You did more than that. And Sandra Merlot, a board member who was an early adopter, told us about this really dynamic speaker who would be teaching instead of Reverend Ken. We got Reverend DeeAnn. So, in October of 2020, so really almost 2 years, October of 2020, I had to go back and look it up because it felt like yesterday, but really it was like almost 2 years ago. You met your first group at Unity of Marin. Yeah, I did. As you led us through absolute abundance. We were quite the group. We were eager to be focusing on something other than COVID. Frankly, anything other than COVID, we were good. And ready for a fresh voice. But wow and double wow. In your introduction, guess what? Here comes this word again. You told us that you are zeal. Yes. And you weren't kidding. No. You really are. You have zeal in abundance. You're vibrant, energetic, enthusiastic, and yet you can provide a soft, compassionate, prayerful space in an instant for any of us that we felt through the Zoom. We felt it. I felt it. As an educator, you're an expert. Reading the room, the Zoom room or the real room, and sometimes both at the same time. You manage the stuff so that we as students can focus on what we're there for, which is the growth. And, you can sense who needs to talk or not. Skillfully, you coax us to grow, to handle our stuff so we can become our best selves. And you get us to take on the hard and scary things. We're so afraid of those big monsters under our bed. And suddenly you coax and convince us, and damn, if that transformation can't happen in an instant. And you go, oh man, what was I so afraid of? But you help us through that. Through absolute abundance, metamorphosis, quantum living, everybody's got to do that, right? Through laughter and some tears, still whole and complete, thanks to your expertise, love, and attention. DeeAnn, 2 years from our strategy session, a new board is growing, along with the community. We've debated and prayed, and we've made another bold choice to ask you to step up as our next senior minister. I look forward to your leadership, your partnership with the community, and with the board to moving forward together to continue to make Unity West Coast, the destination, the vision, for everybody, because the community deserves it. We all deserve it. And thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you.
Okay, so now, I told her I didn't want to do vows. I did them once already in my life. Okay. So, fellow board members.
Please don't break the bowl. Please don't break the bowl.
Yeah.
Dave, do you want to move that out of the way? Please? Yeah, thank you. We're not chancing her.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions, and should you agree, please respond with "I do." Reverend DeeAnn Morency, do you accept the mission of Unity of Marin, committing yourself to authenticity and being the expression of love and support in living an awakened, enlightened life?
I do.
Do you dedicate yourself to this ministry? Will you do your utmost at all times to anchor the I am we all are in all that you think, say, and do?
I do.
Do you promise to minister faithfully and interact lovingly with this community, seeking ever to be a living example of humility, compassion, and loving kindness?
I do.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn and board members. Let's give them some love, please. Yeah. And at this time, I invite all of us, all the community, to stand, if you would, please. And I understand that there are those here from Unity San Francisco, Unity Sacramento, Unity Palo Alto, and of course, Unity in Marin. And at this moment, we are all the voice affirming as Unity in Marin, knowing that we are this spiritual community to bless you as a community. And so I'm going to ask you as a community some questions. Because this isn't about the sage on the stage doing everything. This is about all of us engaging in the mission of this spiritual community. We're all part of this. So there's a commitment for you. All right? So I'm going to ask some questions, and if you agree, there's no coercion in spirituality. If you agree, answer, I do. Ken was thinking about that. We can talk later. Yeah. So, do you promise to give of your presence, creativity, and generosity to this divine activity known as Unity in Marin? Do you commit to supporting our minister?
I do. Okay, that was scary, you guys.
I paused. Do you commit to supporting our minister personally and spiritually, as well as being open and receptive to the needs of the community? Do you promise to support the ever-expanding vision of the church and its leadership? I do. Do you dedicate yourself to be aware of opportunities to experience and express yourself as being the fulfillment of that vision? I do. Do you promise to be faithful to truth principles and to the mission of Unity in Marin, being committed to authenticity and the expression of love and support for each other in living an awakened and enlightened life? I do. Ah, yes, you do. Thank you. And now, community, we are going to say this together to Reverend DeeAnn, and it's right here, up here. So, all right, together. Reverend DeeAnn, we have called you by name, and you are ours. We will be with you and empower you. We will guide you and support you. We will be with you, and we will strengthen you. Yes.
Now I get to say,
You
Connect,
get
I
to
need
respond.
the lines.
They're right here if you
Thank
need
you.
them.
So you have called me, and I am yours. I will be with you and empower you. I will guide you and support you. I will be with you and I will strengthen you. Amen.
And you may be seated. Oh.
I think this is the moment.
Reverend DeeAnn Morency, the community of Unity in Marin calls and installs you here and now as minister in loving service with Unity in Marin, with all its rights, privileges, obligations pertaining to your offices. We see within you that which we know is within ourselves. We embrace you and know that you are the senior minister of this sacred community.
I think we just end this.
Wow. Reverend DeeAnn and I agree that we're going to skip some of this because this is such a powerful moment to just embrace what is happening here.
You know, that Absolute Abundance class is when I fell in love with this community. And you guys wormed your way into my heart, and believe me, there was a lot in my heart already. And I am so excited to get to know everyone even more. I've been sitting with what's alive for me right now, and I realize I am just so curious. I am so curious about who I'm going to become, because there are people who have known me in this room for a really long time, and you guys know that when you met me and who I am now is not the same person, and every person here has played a part in my growth and my evolution and my understanding of my I amness. And so I know that this is the beginning of what is part of our core values here at Unity in Marin, that sense of yeah. And so I am so curious as to who I will become. I'm curious as to who you will become. And I'm curious as to who we will become. And there is just thrills me to say yes to being on this adventure with all of you. Namaste. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Wow. You know, it was actually, Lynn, I want to say that I was at a special function at Unity San Francisco. Was it your anniversary?
Our centennial.
Your
100 year.
centennial. And I spotted DeeAnn, and I thought, I'm going to ask her about absolute abundance.
I remember that.
And I approached you about that, and that's what led to all of this.
You never know where a yes will take you.
That's right. So I am just so filled with gratitude for you, and at this time, Karen is going to lead us in a song about gratitude.
I'm going to sit down for a minute.
Go ahead. Oh my, wait a minute. I mean, go ahead. Yeah, you can start the track. Can you give me a little on the monitor, please? Okay, I want you all to sing this with me. Gratitude before me. I'll get there, I'll get there. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Wait a minute. Can you turn it up a little bit? Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. And I say every day, I'm so grateful. 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 So grateful. Every day I'm grateful. Okay, you ready to do the hand motions? Stand up with me. You go like this. Gratitude before. Turn it up a little bit more. Gratitude behind. To the left. Gratitude to the left of me. To the right. Gratitude to the right of me. Above me. Gratitude above me. Below me. Gratitude below me. Within me. Gratitude within. All around me. Gratitude all around. Then you open up your arms and you say, I'm so grateful. Then you give it to yourself. I'm so grateful. Then you think about the people you love. You give it to them. You release it. Let it go. I'm so grateful. All the way around. I'm so grateful. To yourself. I'm so grateful. To DeeAnn. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. All right, now put a little wiggle into it now. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. To the left. Gratitude to the left of me. To the right. Gratitude to the right of me. Above. Gratitude above me. Below. Gratitude below me. Within me. Gratitude within. All around me. Gratitude all around. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. To yourself. I'm so grateful. To the people you love. I'm so grateful. 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 Now put your hands over your heart. Put your hands over your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Just think about everything you're grateful for. The people in this room. Reverend Tim, Reverend DeeAnn, all the people who made this night possible. Think about the people in your life, and your doggies, and your kitties, and your friends, and this fabulous community. Let's sing it one more time. Oh, gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, above, gratitude above me, below, gratitude below me, within me, gratitude within, all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. To yourself. I'm so grateful. To the people you love. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Every day I'm grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. Just open your arms and say grateful. I'm so grateful. Turn to the person next to you and just say, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for doing that track for me. Appreciate it. Thank you, darling.
At this time, there is something we want to present to Reverend DeeAnn. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa.
This is a community that knows me really well. Oh my.
Oh my. We love you and we bless you.
Thank you.
So grateful for you.
Thank you all so much. I am so excited for what comes next. Yay. Oh, yeah, look. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. One more hug. At least one more.
Of course.
Oh my goodness. So happy, so blessed. We're all so blessed. And I know that an important aspect is the prayer chaplain ministry. I mean, all the ministries, but the prayer chaplain ministry, would all our prayer chaplains and prayer chaplain emeriti please stand? Of all communities. Yeah. Yes. Prayer is the core of who we are. Prayer is the core of the consciousness of unity. And so one of our, has been our co-leader of the prayer chaplains, now going out as co-leader, but still prayer chaplain, Barbara Cedarblade, is going to come forward and lead us in a final prayer. Thank you.
I'm so grateful to be here with all of you, and I'm so grateful to be here tonight and to be with all of you. I can't express it, and but you need to come up here with me, and all of you prayer chaplains, you know, we love you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. So please, everybody, say that with me. Please stand. And I also just want to say, Tim and DeeAnn, we are so grateful for your support of the Prayer Chaplain program. I can't tell you. We are so grateful. And so everyone together, we're saying it. We love you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. And now if you could just look around the room at everyone here and say it to each other, please. We love you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's go celebrate, shall we? There's a reception out in the courtyard.